a retake here, G2. You can see it's already coming through to try and back up. Artist not really finding too much just yet, but it looks like he's going to send his owl drone into lamps here, and he's going to get a bit of a surprise because there's 3 stacked up in here. And actually, Pitt's going to find the open in here. Traded back from Tajin. David P going to find 2. That's fantastic work from him now, and they're going to push all the way through.
Crazy Deer now coming up back behind this, trying to find the angle to work with, not just based on how you can maneuver around so much, but Crazy Deer coming up and forward. Artist is going to go ahead and spot him out. Strong defense, just standing out in the open right now, seeing if anybody is going to be brave enough to try to go up against him. Throwing out a little bit more utility, and there you go. Photo gets picked up again. So now let's see how this is going to play out as Pitt's coming around the other side of it. Spike Carrier does go down.
And Artist will find his 3rd hit. Piff's going to clean that one up nicely. A fantastic play. Two don't give too much away. You can see David P's rotated now. He's actually going to get contact with 2 on long here. He's actually going to swing out wide. Tajin's going to find the entry here, and they're not exploding off it just yet. You can see BZT holding. They're going to pick up the ultimate orb as well, but Artist forces his way into Hooker. He's going to find Foda and Crazy Deer, and that might stop this push before it gets started.
Artist is just such a beast right now. Pitt's still holding the angle right on the outside of it. Looks like Taijin does have an idea on what's going on with this one. Doesn't want to be too brave just yet. Trying to see if maybe he can go for a touch of a pick before he steps into it. Depending on how he peeks back around onto this, Pith just has the line on him. Spike Carrier does go down. BZT still playing back behind it, trying to step up and forward, but has to be careful. Going after that spike right now is going to be extremely hazardous. BZT seeing if maybe he can connect with some type of shot, get a pick onto this, allow him to step forward, because that spike is in a very vulnerable position right now and doesn't have a lot that he can do. 15 seconds remaining on the clock. Goes over, does get the peek back over towards 1. Looks back around. Next peek's going to be even more dangerous. Looks up the side on, not going to be able to pick it up, and that's going to be Pitt taking the round.
Get the entry. I feel like they should have maybe pressured a little bit more.
Spike going down in the entryway, but it's aggression coming out from Patatek. Does get a quick pick on this one. Going to retreat back. Feed all the information over that there is a group running. Matt dashing back over towards A. Picks up another one. He is a defensive line right now. He is just holding back the entirety of NMDM all by his lonesome. Finally does go down as BZT finds it. Look off the side of this. What point, you're gonna have to play this one a little bit more carefully, is there is a lot, I think that was 2 operators I managed to spot out coming out for G2. Long range shots could be big, but BZT does manage to find one. But well as you're gonna see the Hunter's Fury coming through, trying to tap in. Artist not gonna get too much out of that one, just gonna go ahead and retreat back. But Hookah is now open, and that looks like that might be the approach for NMDM.
You see Foda now gonna look for something through Hookah. Actually, Mixwell's caught wind of this. He's going to find Crazy Deer on top of the box there. Foda will find Artist, but David, good for the trade. Actually, Showstopper going to get invested here by BZT, and actually Mixwell going to shut it down before he can even get it off. That puts us now
a ton of work back over towards NMDM. Doesn't spot anybody just quite yet. Doing a little bit of peek back and forth. Gonna have a quick line. Goes for a spray onto 1. Does manage to get exchanged very quickly back over towards this. Looks like we're gonna see a quick push back over, but look at the reposition coming out. Mixwell's holding line back behind it. Takes a shot, gets spotted. That's gonna be Taijin getting another one, and that's gonna be the attacker.
And actually Pith now making the rotation through Spawn, because Mixwell and David P have actually pushed all the way down B long, so they're gonna have the information here. So G2 should be able to set up to hold this. Shock Dart going to go into showers, do a little bit of damage, but not too much. But Orbital Strike gets invested, and now that's going to be the go signal for them.
Steps around. Patatek managed to pick up 1, but it's going to be Crazy Deer quickly returning back over towards the Artist. Tries to step up, gets a little bit. Not going to be enough. It's still playing back behind this one, and this is quickly turning over into NMDM's favor. Stepping back over, Mixwell runs into this one, picks up 1, gets some assistance on the other side of it. David P has the line of sight, steps back around the corner, picks up another one, and that's going to be a quick defuse coming out, pushing us over to peek back over towards Hookah, but it feels like there is no approach that can come through right now. Finally going to be able to spot out, but it's going to be Foda that does manage to take down Mixwell.
Yeah, I'm not sure about why he challenged there, but he got tagged up on the first, and then the second was pretty much free at that point. David P picks up 2. Foda will finally find Artist on site, but now in a 1v3 situation, not an awful lot I think he's going to be able to get done from this position.
Gonna have to be very slow with this one. David going for the reposition, does manage to pick that one
Saw him do this time and time again, just pushing through all of the information, getting relayed to his team, and they know exactly where everyone's positioned.
Picks up 1, picks up 2, looking back around. It is just a quick pickup as everybody goes down for Need More DMs. Right now, they need more players as it's just flank upon flank, play upon play, and G2 just seems to have their number.
The early pick itself, and got a dirty little angle there, but Unfortunately, misses it, has the tailwind out of there. Recon Bolt comes through Hookah. That's actually going to reveal Mixwell and Ardis. So, I don't know where both players are on site here. And David P coming through elbow now to try and back up. His heal's back up in 7 seconds, but maybe actually going to... Oh, Neural Theft gets popped, so I don't think he's going to initially pop the res. He's actually going to use the wall to try and get an angle above this cyber cage.
With his G2's reinforcements are coming in back on the other side of this. David P does spot a little bit of a shoulder, but does get popped. VZT finds an opening to work with. Pith gets a beautiful spray, connects right through the wall to take one down. That's beautiful information being fed back over. Pat Attack playing back over closer towards spawn. You can see Pith trying to do a little bit of a reposition around. You can find an angle on it, like a little bit of a bait as they take down the wall, steps back away from it. Let's see how we can see the fence come up. Bad Tech does manage to make the advance back over towards site. Looks back over to one side, but that's going to be the attacker. How are we going to see NMDM respond?
And actually, Barco might pick himself up kill onto Mixwell if he's not careful. Actually, Pat's tucked himself into Cubby. Let's see. They're going to pop the revive here. Pat's going to swing on it. He's going to find Dajin and VZT.
Get out of my way.
Should know that there's a third player here. Actually, Batestorm gets popped, but Crazy Deer shutting that one down immediately. Pat's still there to hold the line on shore. He's going to find his fourth on the round now. Pat just landing shots left, right, and center. Now it all comes down to Foda, but David P creeping through spawn. And there you go. Pat will find the ace here in round.
Finally, the Owl drone comes out. Going to spot that one out. No recon bolt going to connect, so allow him to hold a little bit closer back over towards Hookah. Steps around, does manage to pick up one, but it is exchanged as Barcode does find the return shots onto it. Hookah starts to be a little bit of an aggressive point. Pith playing back behind this as well as Ardis. Looks like the repositions already come in back over from the other side of A. All members of G2 make the force back over towards this. You can see it's going to be an order bombardment coming out from one side of it. Mixwell trying to get a little bit more control off to the side of it. Does get tagged down. We're starting to see NMDM get a little bit of control back over towards Hookah, but has to be careful. Ardis still playing on the back side of site, trying to see if he can spot somebody out. Does get the information with two. Picks up one near on instantly with this one, but Pat Attack on the approach.
And there you go. Pat B. Again, it's going to come down to Mixwell and Pat to hold down the fort here on A site. You see smokes are going to come out. And actually, Pat going to find the wallbang onto Barcode, falling back into showers. Crazy Deer will find Mixwell with a Spectre. So they're going to get themselves site control initially. Pat probably just going to play for the retake here. Wait for a teammate or two to come and back up. And this is going to be interesting now. G2 in a 4v4 retake situation.
See how they make the play around over there. Looks like they're giving Lamps a little bit of a wide berth. BZT playing right around the angle on this one, trying to get a little bit of damage back off approach on it. Got to be careful off the peaks. You can see the approach from G2 coming right over the side of it. Ardis is just going to quickly tap this one off. And back over towards Lamp. A little bit of aggression does come through. Looks like Crazy Deer was playing the back side of it. Does get spotted out by Pith. Whereas looks like it does come back over, and it's going to be Pat Attack popping back up. Should have time to get himself some weapons to work with. And there we go. That's going to push this one back over. And it's starting to look a very G2-sided forward. Just a little creep out to the side of it. Crazy Deer playing it back. Aggressive, quick exchange as you're going to see Pith and Crazy Deer each find one respectively. But it's going to be a continued push back down from NMDM. Getting a little bit of vengeance back on the other side of it. But Pat Attack already back around towards point. Has to play this one pretty closely. Going back over towards Defender's spawn. Slowly creeping back away from this one. Looks like they might kind of reposition. Use this opportunity to go back over towards A. Might see Sage with a little bit of an opportunity. Ardis, meanwhile, playing back over towards Hookah, seeing if maybe he can spot out, slow down the approach.
The timing.
Coming out, and oh, get spotted out. Pat Attack manages to take down one of them, but this looks like it might be going in NMDM's favor.
Well, actually, I'd say the complete opposite. Pat
well, yeah,
going to get himself over towards A site now. Get it down. He's in a 1v1 situation. Crazy Deer just going to stomp all the way through. But yeah, as expected, Pat going to use the Shrouded Step, get himself up towards heaven. And actually, it looks like Crazy Deer's read this perfectly. And actually, they know that it's going to be a force as well. So probably going to take a bit of a slower approach here instead of deciding to burst out. Cyber Cage gets popped. Pat will find the entry into BZT and actually find a second as well. He is playing absolutely insane so far on this map alone. Mixwell going to get himself the top truck, and actually the Marshal will not going to land from Tajin. Mixwell will find that one and clean it up. Crazy Deer now got himself into a flank. Needs to pick up a couple of kills here if they want to go for the defuse, but David P going to find it with a Phantom and Barcode, only with a Bucky in hand.
Trying to get a little bit more information, but a very far back defense is going to be coming out from NMDM. Want to give themselves a little bit of space to work with as Foda does manage to spot out Pat Attack. We've been talking about he is such an engine coming out for G2, but Mixwell manages to step it up as well as Ardis. Quick exchange back and forth as it looks like we are sitting on 2 right now for G2 trying to find their way, see if they can maybe turn this one around, and yep, now down to a 2v2 position as it is a bloodbath in that hallway.
I was going to say, Crazy did nearly on time with that flank again. Mixwell actually crossing through the cloud bursts with Barcode, and he's going to land the headshot with the Bucky, but David P in the meantime has made it all the way over to B's side, down to 32 HP. He's got to kill 27 seconds if he wants to heal here. Spycam going to give the information away, and actually Crazy D and Barcode are going to make their way through the teleporter into Hookah, so David P just trying to run the clock down to get the heal back available. But here comes this retake from NeedMoreDM. There you go. He's going to land it immediately. David P swings out. They will get the defuse.
All right. So picking up the defuse on this is going to make it match
one
points.
apart, but going to see a Hookah push coming through here. Actually, a full-on B commit, it looks like.
Got 2 down long, 3 back over towards Hookah. Quick reposition coming out from the Omen. Barcode does manage to pick up Mixwell on the approach. Let's see what we can get out of this. Barcode's trying to step this one forward. Does get spotted out by David P. Gonna have Dijin back behind it. Picks up one, but quickly returned on the other side of it. It's gonna be Patatek coming up. Foda making the approach back over towards B, trying to see if he can spot out anybody. Going for the wall bang. Connects back over towards the Sage. Picks off David P. Playing back around the Shroud, thinking maybe he can find something off of it. Crazy Deer still on the outside. Trying to get a little bit more out of it, but gonna go down as well. BZT now the last one up on match point. Gets taken down, and G2 makes coming up with dominance, but we know there are a ton of fans that are hoping and praying that NMDM can...
We'll start off with a little bit of a mid-push here from NeedMoreDM. Barco going to swing around towards mid-link. He's actually going to find David P. The first blood will go in favor of NeedMoreDM, but 4 players of G2 stacked up towards A right now. The Aldrone going to go in, not finding anything on site just yet.
We push around the side of it. Looks like we're going to see G2 go ahead and take off the point. Quick sprays coming back in, trying to keep those pistol taps off to the side of it. It's going to be a couple quick exchange coming back up. Artist trying to finish that one out. Not going to get it, but
get an entry and get control. But so we're going to peek over towards mid. BZT going to shut down Pat immediately there as he forced his way out. Actually, Mixwell did actually land that shot, but didn't get the kill for it.
BZT stepping back around the side of this one. You can see Cypher playing the other angle. It's going to be Barcode coming up, picking up Artist and David P as well. And up towards the top of it, trying to see if maybe he can spot anybody in rotation at the time. Could see somebody in a second, but it looks like G2's playing away from this one. Going to do a quick rotation back around. As you can see, they're headed all the way back over towards attacker spawn, looking like they're just kind of trying to do a little bit of a loop around, make their way back over towards B. And on the hunt right now, you can see it's going to be NMDM trying to find them out, but BZT is going to find the angle off the start of it, picks up one right off the pick. Going to step back away from it. Barcode's going to get the one to tap it off, but now there is just one. Mixwell managed to pick up Barcode. See if we can do a peek around. Mixwell managed to pick up a second one, and now we're going to have to see how NMDM is going to try to play this one. Quick Flank's going to come out. Crazy Deer managed to tap it off. There we go. Spike hanging out back closer towards A has been set down by G2. Crazy Deer doing a little bit of a peek around. There's at least one is approaching, but 3 members of G2 off to the side. Quick pick up and exchange back and forth off of that one. That was a quick 2-2 pop off. Tech coming up back behind this, trying to pick up the ultimate orb to get a little bit more out of it. Mixwell still playing around the side. It's going to be a quick rotation back over towards B, as it looks like they've got a pretty good hold and vision to work with right now. It's just a matter of getting the spike back into position. Omen's running back behind this one as fast as he can. Mixwell's got a line of sight. Looks like he has a read on the approach that could be coming out from NMDM. Got to be very careful with this one.
At the time in there, David P nearly catching himself a kill over in the defensive spawn, but again, G2 just aren't afraid to do this kind of, we'll play for the 2-for-2 trade and get in and get site control. And now Spike will actually go down. Mixwell going to find Tajin on the way in, but can't pick up the second on the photo just yet. And now coming in, actually, it's a 2v3 situation for NeedMoreDM here. They need to get something going quickly if they want to get any ground or territory towards the site.
BZT tries to step in. He gets spotted out, gets taken down. Foda coming back in from the defender spawn point. Looking back over, he's outnumbered, and that's going to be it.
Use articles or anything like that.
Oh, wait, people are moving. There's things happening, Hypoc. Looks like we've got everything set up and ready to go. Mixwell's looking back around. You can see the Aldrones coming back over and through. Looks like a little bit of a dance coming around A. Quick pickup as Patatek's going to say, hey, that pause didn't stop us at all. See how the repositions for the defense come out, as it looks like we're trying to get a little bit of a sneaky reposition off of this, as you see NMDM still playing back over towards mid right now.
And actually a little bit of a stack over towards short. Actually, Crazy Deer going to get stuck up in a little gunfight with Pith, and again, just the trades going in favor of G2 again. It's down to BZT, the last man. He gets himself Phantom, but BZT an aggressive angle with the operator over mid. Mixwell actually going to throw a little hand out, but no shot just thrown out just yet. And there you go. We'll find it. Barcode will also find David P. Neural Theft will get popped. That's going to give all the information away to the guys, but G2 now find themselves in a 3v5 situation. Spike still held up back in Link here, and you can see Crazy Deer is pushed all the way out here to get some territory.
See how G2 try to respond to this. BZT still holding the angle right now, seeing if anybody's going to make the peek back around. See Sova kind of dancing back over there. I want you to do it. Aggressive Sage play going to come in. Taijin manages to pick up one, but a quick exchange back out as Pith is going to find one. Got to be careful as Barcode gets spotted out.
Okay.
Foda now coming back up behind this. Got to be a little bit cautious, but it does have a little bit of teammates playing back off the side of this one. Got to be a little bit careful with it. Patatek looking back over onto the angle as it's going to be a quick retreat coming out from the defenders to move back over towards the sites. One making their way back over towards A, the other one back over towards B as G2 is doing a little bit of extension, looking back out for where the spike is at and should be able to pick that one up as there is no defense for it yet with only 37 seconds remaining.
Actually, this round already kind of getting turned around a lot quicker than I thought it would. G2 down to 2, NeedMoreDM down to 2, but Pat very, very low on health and Pith also at 70 HP. So it's going to be difficult here. They're going to try and take a 2v1, I imagine, on one of the sites. But NeedMoreDM have gambled 1 to each. And now, with no contact over towards A lobby, they pretty much know it's going to be B. 10 seconds left on the clock here coming in. Boombot going to give the information away. And actually, Showstopper from BZT going to get invested. It's going to find Pith. And this round going to be over. The spike not able to go down.
G2 right along this path. BZT playing it a little bit more aggressive. Going to spot out one. Quick exchange going to go back and forth between Patatek and BZT. BZT is going to retreat back off the point. Going to go ahead and throw out the shell. See if manage to connect with something. Going to slow down G2 just a touch as they go for a reposition. Spike making its way all the way back around towards mid. Trying to find the angle, but again, BZT is going to get spotted out. Artist playing back off the point.
And actually, Spike making its way all the way through tree right now, and actually this could slow things down. Obviously the Recon Bowl going to reveal the Artist now going to have 2 players to deal with. Barcode and Crazy Deer just trying to swing out.
Quick peek around. Retreat's going to come out from NMDM. Good awareness on how this is going to go. So it's going to be a quick peek around the side. A little bit of utility being thrown out there to put in the stall. Barcode's going to be right across this. Jet's going to just dash right by it. Quick peek back around. 2 quick pops coming up from G2. Gonna see how it looks like they've got firm control over it, and now it's gonna be NMDM on the chase for retake.
Now, Spike gonna get planted. Both players from NeedMoreDM opting to come through mid link, and I think they're just gonna try and hold on and damage the economy a little bit. BZT will find the Sheriff headshot, just hiding behind Pith's trap wire there. Gonna put the paint shells out just to clear off the corner and maybe try and recover this weapon, but I don't think they're gonna force their way into the site here for a retake.
Keep playing it pretty aggressive. Looks like they want to go for a peek, maybe like do a little bit of economy damage, but Mixwell says, hell no. Get a little bit of a collapse coming back over from NMDM right now, trying to find something out of it, but Spike Carrier does go down. Big play coming out from NMDM, finding a little bit more work inside of it, seeing how they're going to be able to play this angle. NMDM getting a little bit more aggressive. Patatek takes down Taijin, though. Have to see how the peak comes out as Crazy Deer feels like he knows exactly where the positioning is going to be coming through. Does get spotted out. Going to be Mixwell trying to go for the spray back on the other side of the smoke. Not going to connect with a whole bunch as it's going to be Crazy Deer that does take him down. Patatek does spot this out, but going to have to be very, very cautious with it. Going to go for a little bit of a reposition. Look back down the other angle. Doesn't spot anything just quite yet.
Yeah, that's it. The orbital strike set up there. Crazy Deer and Foda both swing at the same time. Capitalize on flushing those players out in mid, but Sky Smoke going to cover off front side here in Archway. And I mean, G2 in a 2v3 situation, if they can retrieve the spike, it's definitely winnable, but they've only got themselves 20 seconds on the board. So, and there you go. Crazy Deer going to find his third there. Pith will go for the trade, but again, now I think it's looking impossible here to get control of the site and get the spike down.
Yeah, it looks like he's just kind of on the hunt. Might hear these footsteps coming through. Gonna go ahead and deny another gun while you're here. Might as well see what you can get out of it.
Paranoia pop through B lobby here. Hunter Fury invested over towards defensive spawn. Actually, Mixwell going to find Crazy Deer. Threading the needle through that angle. And actually, Artist is going to find Barcode as well.
Rotation's now coming back in. Everybody from the defense, all closer towards defender spawn. Looks like that's going to be the retake potential if they're going to get anything out of it. G2 firmly defended up onto this one. Spike has now gone down with utility now out right inside this door. We're going to have to see how they're going to stack up. Do note that we have to see how they're going to push through this. And they're just going to opt into aggression, just run in all together. BZT does manage to take down Artist. Mixwell spots out Barcode, though. Quick double peek around the side of it, but it's going to be a return back and forth very quickly. Voda on the hunt, has to look back, trying to go for a little bit of the spike defuse, but has to be careful. G2 has the high ground, spots him out.
And G2 are a team that do that time and time again really, really well. Paranoia going to get sent through B lobby again. Artist going to find BZT off the rip. Mixwell finding Crazy Deer and Barcode. And now G2 hitting that stride I was talking about.
All right, NMDM, you've been holding it pretty close back and forth. Let's see what you can get out of this one. Foda on the rotate back over to round. Artist looks like he has an idea on where the approach could be coming from. Got the lined up. You can see the cage up and in front of him. Trying to spot out any approach from back behind. This has been the most favored approach on the retake coming out from NMDM. But this time, going to go for a little bit more of a mid retake. But Pith already has the read on it. Gets a quick double kill. Flawless round coming through for G2. Second highest fragger right now on the leaderboard has 0 money left. And whoa, look at this. Artist just comes in quick and fast. Already taken down 3. Finally, we are going to see Mixwell get taken down, but Artist seems to be the guy that is just inflicting casualty upon casualty back over towards NMDM. NMDM look like they say, oh, we don't have the money for this one. We're just going to go ahead and let them have B, step back away, making the push back over towards A, and it looks like they're just going to try to survive this one out.
Yeah, I'm going to look for something through defensive spawn. Artist not spotting anything on the owl drone initially, so again, right now, in terms of the economy, NeedMoreDM just need to hold on to these 2 weapons for the last round. Pat's already on the hunt, and that's scary the way he's been playing. But again, it's so difficult here because if they don't bring it to a tie game, G2 have looked so good defending this map. So good. Unfortunately, again, the way that these gunfights are going initially, I can't see NeedMoreDM cracking that defense that G2 have here on Ascent. They're going to find one up in heaven. BZT trying to hold on to this back. But actually, for once, going in favor of NeedMoreDM. They're going to capitalize and get the second, but David P there for the trade. Now, 3v4 situation for G2, and Spike going to rotate all the way back towards spawn here. David P maybe thinking about getting a little bit of control of mid to shut down this rotation of NeedMoreDM, but you see Pat's made it all the way back over towards A lobby, and this now Pith has actually wrapped his way back into heaven, and this is actually huge for him. He's going to get full control of A site just off those 2 kills alone. This is fantastic stuff from Pith. Again, just in that lurker role, the fact that he's managed to weed his way into the back line of NeedMoreDM has absolutely blown this site open for them. He's not going to find the third, but Pat good for the trade, and BZT will find him with the operator now. Puts it down to a 1v1 between BZT and David P in the final round of this first half on Ascent.
David P's already made his way back over towards Defender's spawn. You can see BZT playing up around heaven. Back down. This could allow David P to come up right back behind him. BZT has the assumption that it's going to be a close defense coming out. Reapproach coming around from the other side of it. Yep, David P just spots him out. That's going to be side of NMDM. Going to be a quick push coming out over here. It's going to go ahead and throw out a slow orb. David P still holding line. Going to spot out the owl as well. So playing this one slow. Going to go ahead and pick that one off. And NMDP try to go for the push back around, but David P is going to spot it out. Mixwell's hiding in the little bit of cubby, and we see a lot of times people can't focus back that direction. He's going to pick up one. Looking back around on the other side of this one, playing it slow. NMDM don't want to make the push just quite yet. Look like they're going to reposition, make their run back over towards mid, firmly regroup off of it, but you can see the aggression starting to come out from G2 as Pith has himself an angle to work with.
And actually, BZT might swing onto this. I was going to say, he's got to be careful not to lose his life there. He has no get out or jail free card there. Artist going to walk up spot 2 from behind. He's going to land the headshot to put BZT down. And the recon dart going to give away the information that there's a couple more stacked up next to him, but Artist just needs to peel back now, get back towards A site. G2 find themselves in a 3v2 situation against NeedMoreDM. Artist down to 20 HP. The heal is available, but David P making his way through heaven might not find time to get it off before this push comes out.
Artist playing off of one angle does get spotted out. Genji made him pick that one up, but it's going to be David P looking back down. Hits a little bit of damage onto it. Going for a peek. It's just a quick exchange, and now NMDM retreat back from this point. 20 seconds left.
As I say, 15 seconds. They're going to try and actually just boot it over towards B site. They need to get in quickly here, but G2 onto this right now. David P's going to get the audio cue right there, and the steps going through market. And actually, they're going to challenge. David P's going to find both of them. I think they knew as soon as they got
towards B, coming up from the attacking side. G2 feeling a little bit more dominant, starting to make a much more pressure back over towards mid. You can see starting to go for a very firm take, seeing if they can spot anything out. Mixwell takes a couple of shots, does manage to connect onto that one, see if he's going to catch up with another peak, but just going to retreat back. And now, Pat Attack stepping around the side. Going to take the shot off the one side, picks up one. Does he know the second one is there? Just ducks underneath of the bullets, and Pat Attack picks himself up. 2 as Mixwell finds the last one.
And if G2 make it to 11, you got to think that it's going to break the economy for NeedMoreDM. BZT actually going to find an entry. Artist will trade initially, but trade's going in favor of NeedMoreDM, and that's going to pull the rotation. But Mixwell with the operator gets himself over to the defensive spawn entry, and actually Pat a lot of pressure up towards, but he's going to pull out. Pith has the judge there. He only finds one. Foda good for the trade. Actually, Foda going up, grade himself to the Phantom. Now it's Mixwell in a 1v3 situation. Try and recover something from this round.
It's like he's holding back right now, waiting to see how the approach is going to go. He knows it's going to go back over towards B. He might actually be coming back around this angle with the near on perfect timing to spot out one. And yes, he does. Quick tap back over, goes for the shot onto the second one. Is it going to be Mixwell saying, hell no, you can't even take this round. Big shots coming up. Mixwell, what are you doing? Anybody very quickly back over towards mid. And MDM trying to see if they can find a different approach angle. Not going to find it that way as David P spots out yet again on the approach. A little bit of an exchange going back over, but Mixwell and Patatek put in a little bit of work before Patatek does go down. Mixwell looking back over towards mid, still has somebody just on the other side of the wall towards his right. Has to be cautious with it. We are going to see NMDM spot out the fact that B is open as well as A. Spike still back over behind this, so he might be able to retreat back off of it. Gonna have to see how Artist is winning play this one. Does he know somebody's back behind that corner? Does spot out, goes for the spray, but BZT wins it. Quick exchange back over. Now Mixwell has the information to work with. Doing the peek back over, and it's still BZT trapped back inside that corner. Tries to go for the shot. Not going to get it. Pitt does manage to take him down. Spike does get picked up. It looks like it's going to be a quick run back over towards B. Cypher has repositioned. Barcode does spot one out, buying a little bit more space to work with right now. And just one remain back over for G2, and it's going to be Pith on the approach. Does he know somebody's back behind this? Going to spot it out. A little bit of damage inflicted, but not enough to be scary just quite yet as Pith connects with yet again.
And now it comes down to a 1v1. Spike will go down. And actually, Foda hopping up onto the box. He's going to try and get control onto lane, but he actually missed the jump there. So probably going to back up towards Boathouse. But it's now very, very tense situation in this 1v1. Pith now going to swing over towards lane. And actually, Foda's going to wrap on the stairs the other side. This is absolutely... Oh my god, the timing on these repositions here, Matt.
Are we going to see Pith look back over towards the right? Gonna make a little bit of noise, reveal his position, but the shots are going to come through. Now Pitt's going to know the angle to work with. Does he have the time to get everything he needs? Keeps trying to go back over for the defuse on the spike. Got to reposition away from it. It is just a back and forth dance between these two. Box is now becoming the key cover point. Are we going to see a reposition coming out? Aggressive back over here. Going to see how he's going to play that one, but everybody all caught up around this catwalk right now as it's all going to be Pat Attack. Takes a shot back over towards one. Gets a little bit of damage, but not going to be enough to take the second one down.
Actually, Mixwell going to get the kill onto Jean, but actually, Foda took a little bit of a spray with the Phantom through that cloud burst. Actually, Barcode are going to swing on it there. It was, again, some unfortunate timing there for Mixwell to try and chase down that first kill, but G2 now, in a 3v3 situation, one player very, very low on the side of NeedMoreDM. David P still got this judge in hand, locking BZT out of B lobby. Foda going to send the Aldrone through, and I don't think he's going to spot Pith on site here. David P will spot BZT, and that might pull one player of G2 away. And actually, no, it's going to be a rotation from NeedMoreDM. They're going to go all the way through market and go onto a B push here.
Oh, David P just says, get judged. Going to try to follow it up with another quick shot. Gets another tap back over. Does go down. Buys some time to work with, though. 12 seconds to go. It's going to be Foda just charging back over. He has to commit to the plant as fast as possible. G2 knows this. Got to figure out how the angle's going to go through, but no rush to come out. They don't want to overextend. They know that they can take this with the numbers. Tries to go for the spray back over towards the Tetris, towards the middle. Foda just dancing back, trying to protect it. Not going to get anything. Artist picks up the kill, and there's going to be the defuse.
Yeah, 22 HP, a tall order to expect Foda to clutch that one up again, but...
Towards mid, that's where NMDM wants to play. If he opts into using this, he could do a ton of work back over towards his choke point. Finally going to see Pith step around on this one, gets shots back over toward BZT, but it's a full commit back over towards A. A lot of encroachment coming through. Foda tries to go with the Hunter's Fury on the other side of it, trying to get some damage off, but the retaliation shots coming back over. Foda does manage to find one. Artist doesn't connect with enough to take anybody down, though.
And both teams trading out here. Pat's going to get forced away with the orbital strike on Heaven, but he's actually going to shroud a step back to the corner. I don't think they're going to be expecting that initially, but actually, yeah, he did hear it. He heard it, but he's going to shroud a step back. No, not before the kill comes through. Now, G2 are going to have to make a push to retake A's site. NeedMoreDM are going to get set up, but I mean, Spike's still not gone down yet, so this is all time. G2 are able to get closer and closer to them. There you go, Spike will finally go down. Two players opting to play in towards Hell, and only the judge in the hands of David P right now. That's going to make things difficult for them.
Looks like G2 might be stepping back a little bit, going for a different form of reapproach. David P says, hey, there might be a chance to go for a resurrection over here. Gonna go ahead and get it. Get the numbers back over in their favor. Have to be careful about taking too long, though. Mixwell's doing a little bit of extension back over towards Heaven. Has to assume somebody's back down in Hell, so blocks that out vision. Goes for the shots back over towards one. Now looking back, we saw him have a massive play a second ago. Doesn't connect this time around. Mixwell playing around the outside. Gets a spray back over towards one. Now knows where the last remaining member is. Trying to play this one slow, patient. Gets the peek off, but no, it's going to be Foda. See a little bit of utility getting out there as Foda's just going to go for a spacing. Maybe he can get a nice little wall bang, but doesn't connect with too much. Barcode does manage to spot out David P, though. So that's going to be a little bit of an opening, but Artist gets a return shot back over towards BZT.
Oh, they're going to find a second as well with the pistols. Crazy Deer will get Artist down. Pat's going to try and charge down and pick up this weapon. Foda there. Shut him down, and again, actually, definitely winnable here if G2 can pick up another kill or maybe retrieve a weapon, but you can see now Ajin just pushing over towards mid link, and Foda still top mid, and now Mixwell only with the shorty in hand. This round pretty much in the bag for NeedMoreDM.
Spotted out, and that's going to be Bart.
Oh, this just trying to back his way underneath the cubby. Actually, the wall's going to go up. He'll trade 1-for-1, but Mixwell comes in to back up, and it's a 2-for-2 trade now. David P over towards defensive spawn, going to find one. He spots the second on site, but he's got to drop back down and heal. Spike will go down. It's now a 3v2 in favor of G2 here to clutch out the win in the second map.
Pat Attack making the approach. BZT on the outside of this one, trying to hold it out. Knows the vision, how it's going to be coming through. You can see that he doesn't have a lot to work with right now, having to play this one very, very carefully. He's kind of that corner line of defense. He's going to go for the peek around. G2's creeping back on the other side of the angle back behind him while Sage is trying to make his approach. Crazy Deer has the information to work with, tries to go for the shots onto it, but it is a quick 2 pickups coming up from G2. There we go. Finally, fighting for so long, NMDM put their hearts on the line, trying to pick up everything, but it's going to be G2 walking away.